Hello everyone. As we discussed in the previous class about the static and dynamic memory allocation, okay, with the how exactly with the pointers, okay. Now today we'll discuss the pointers and the objects, okay. So how exactly the pointers used for the objects, pointers and objects, okay. So here pointers used with the structure, pointers used with your strings, okay. So same as the pointers pointing to objects, okay. What are the pointers which are pointing to objects are referred to as object pointers, okay. So what is the definition tells is the pointers pointing to objects are referred to as object pointers, are referred to as object pointers. This is the basic definition, okay. And here how you can declare this pointer to an object. So the declaration is very simple. As the class name, as we are using the class name, and with the pointer object name. With the pointer we should use the object pointer. Use the semicolon. So as this class which is name which is already defined the class, okay. So this is the name of the class, name of an already which is already defined class. That is the name of the class. So here object pointer, that is pointer to an object of this class type, okay. So this tells pointer to an object, that is with the pointer with the object pointer, okay. That is with the pointer operator, that is asterisk. Then we are using the object pointer that gives you pointers to an object of this class type. So whatever the class you are using, for that class that object pointer will be referred. So that is pointer to an object. So as you can write the example, that is you can write as employee, you can take any name of the class and with the symbol indirection operator, and you can create the object pointer, okay. So this employee which is already defined class, what is that? This employee, whatever the name of the class which is already defined class. Then very important point you should remember this, that is when we are accessing the members of the class, okay. Very important point, as when accessing members, whatever the members of a class, okay, in the pointer to an object, when accessing the members of a class using an object pointer, if you are using with an object pointer, please remember the arrow operator is used, okay. The arrow operator. So this operator, that is arrow operator, is used instead of, so generally you use the dot operator instead of dot operator. So very important, when you are accessing the members of a class using the object pointer, we are using arrow operator. instead of dot operator. Generally you are using the dot operator, but when you are using the object pointer, you have to use the arrow operator. Okay, this is the basic definition and the declaration, and important to note that so we are accessing through the arrow operator. So just we will write a simple example how you can use this pointer and objects. We will write a simple program. Okay, so as here dot operator is not used because in generally for the accessing the objects you are using the dot operator, but in the case of your pointers and objects we are using the arrow mark. That is the very important. Okay, so we'll write a simple program for this. So using the header file, as we will create the header files. So hash include basic header files, hash include iostream.h, hash include iomanipulation.h, then hash include conio.h, as we are writing the basic header files. Then we have the class. We should define the class, as I will take class with the class name as emp. Then we'll create with the private. We'll define the variables. Okay, I will define for the employee number, that is with the integer type. Then I will define the character with the name. Okay, that is with the employee name. Then we'll have the salary. So employee will have a salary. Then we will take that in the data type float. So these are the one employee number, name, and the salary we define. Then in the public section, I will call two functions. That is, one is void get is one function we will define. Then we will define void display. Two functions in the class. So close the brace and give the semicolon, then class ends. Now we are calling both the functions outside the class. So for that we are using the scope resolution operator with the void, with the class name, then scope resolution operator, then name of the function. Okay, in this what I will do, I will write enter name of the employee and number of the employee, name of the employee, and the salary. So cout enter the employee number, enter the employee number. So it will read the variable is declared emp eno, that is the variable is declared. Then second one, cout enter the employee name. So that will be with the name, which is declared with the one dimensional array, and we are given the size of the array also. Then third one, that is cout enter the employee salary. So that is again we will read with the salary is variable which is declared. Okay, so this is the close brace. So in the get function we declared, we call name of the employee and number of the employee and also the salary. Then we will display in the another function, that is void display. So void emp with the display function, that is with your second function. Okay, in this we will just print number, name, and also the salary. That is cout again employee name, employee number. Okay, so employee number will be displayed by emp no. Then cout employee name that will be displayed with the name. Then last one, cout employee salary. So that will be with the variable salary. Give the semicolon, and here your second class means your second function ends. So in this display function, we just print the number, name of the employee, and again the salary. Okay, so again it is repeated. Now in the main function, now we have to write the main function, that is, I will write it here. So void main. So as we'll create with the employee, we'll create an object. So one, that is a simple object with the class name, with the pointer object, that is with pointer object. Okay, then that pointer object will be the address of the particular name of the that is your class. Then clear screen, as we can use. Then we can call these two functions. One is get and the display. As I told you, you have to use the arrow operator. So in this case, you have to use the arrow operator to call the objects, that is EP, and with the arrow mark we can call the function get, then EP with the function, that is display. Instead of dot, we are using the arrow operator. Then last one, get ch, then close the brace. So that is very important when you write the pointers and the object. So here we are used the arrow operator, that is arrow operator, which is used for the object pointer. So this is the simple example to access the employee details. So this is all about the pointers and the objects. So you should know what is the definition and how to declare and what exactly we are using, and simple programming example. Okay, in the next class we will study in detail about the next concept. Thank you very much.